Hello, Sam Rogers here for the Digital Learning Asset Framework. Today we'll be covering Principle 2 of the 5 core principles. If you missed out on Principle 1, the performance gap, please go to that video before watching this one. Today we'll be talking about the knowledge gap. So yesterday was about what is out of scope. This is about what is in scope. That is tackling the problems that are actually knowledge gap problems. So as stated in the one-page reference guide that is version 1.0 of the Digital Learning Asset Framework, gaps in skills, concepts, or facts measurably affect behavior and performance. By finding and filling those gaps, we can measurably influence behavior and eliminate adverse performance impacts. That's a core principle. It's a core belief for many of us in the learning and development field. So now getting to the strategies, tactics, tools, and techniques that roll up to this to show by way of example how you would use this framework structure. We might employ a strategy that is focused only on the gapped learners, like only the people that don't know something are the people that we're going to design for as an overall strategy. So to demonstrate that a digital learning asset fills a knowledge gap for a target audience, we first ensure that everyone in the target audience actually possesses that gap. So not making people try to learn something that they already know. The input stage has already occurred. It's not going to probably yield a lot of benefit. So we could have a tactic that executes against that strategy. Let's take out all of the people that already know this thing. Let's refine our target audience by determining if they possess the specific skill, concept, or factual gap. If they don't possess that gap, let's take them out of our target group. And how can we do that? We might employ a tool to be able to do that. We could actually test and see in this target population, should they be in this target audience? And a technique for doing that might be to deliver an assessment of some type that we within our organization have a few different types of assessments. We're going to pick this one. We're going to give this to our target group users and determine if they should be exposed to the assets that we're creating. Are we going to design for this specific group of people? Who are those people? We need to know so that we can better design for them and to manage and to measure their performance. So we could send them just an email, an online form, asks a couple questions, pester people until they do it. That would be one technique to evaluate if we are solving a problem for people who have the problem, or if we're just generally solving a problem without any respect to who it is that has that problem. Are we going to focus on all of our assets on the people who need it, or are we not going to focus our assets, our measurements, our administration efforts? We're not going to focus that just on the people that need this information, that have this knowledge gap. We're going to cast it wide. If you're casting it wide, the Digital Learning Asset Framework can't really help. It's not really structured for that. It's structured to address a learning problem. Tomorrow, we'll look at how to create a good experience of that asset and what it takes to do that. Look forward to talking to you then. Thanks.